The Simpsons has made us laugh for decades with its absurd chaos. But buried in the gags are deaths that linger long after the credits. Quiet, cruel, uncomfortably real. One of the hardest to shake is Maude Flanders tumbling from the stands after a freak t-shirt cannon mishap, leaving Ned whispering in grief.
I can't believe my last words to Maude were no footlongs.
Then there's Frank Grimes' funeral, where Homer drowsily mutters, "Change the channel, Marge," sparking laughter as Grimey's coffin lowers. Proof even in death, Springfield's absurdity mocks the earnest. These aren't cartoon resets. They're moments of honest loss, neglect, or indifference that force us to confront how fragile everything is beneath the jokes. The worst deaths don't shock with violence, they haunt with truth. For over 35 seasons, The Simpsons treated death as gags and resets. Yet a few moments refused the joke. No punchline, no undo. This video explores the worst deaths. Heavy with emotion, moral unease, existential dread, and quiet cruelty, on-screen legacies. We'll break them down and why these hit hardest, because even in Springfield's cartoon logic, some losses feel painfully permanent. Bleeding Gums, Murphy's death. Bleeding Gums Murphy, Lisa's jazz mentor and the only one who truly understood her blues, dies off-screen from an unspecified illness after their brief hospital reunion. When Lisa asks about him, the nurse says softly,
"I'm sorry, he passed away."
Homer tries to comfort her.
It's like the time that your cat Snowball got run over.
Uh-huh.
Remember, honey?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, all we have to do is go down to the pound and get a new jazz man.
At the funeral, Lisa declares,
You didn't know him. Nobody knew him. But he was a great man. And I won't rest until all of Springfield knows the name Bleeding Gums Murphy.
The death feels heavy because it's quiet and overlooked. His legacy fades except in Lisa's grief, highlighting isolation and forgotten talent. The show frames it with rare restraint. No gags dilute the moment, and Lisa's sorrow stands alone. It lingers because it captures a child's first real loss of a kindred spirit, turning a minor character into something mythic and irreplaceable in her world. Frank Grimes' death. Frank Grimes, a diligent everyman dropped into Springfield's absurdity, snaps after witnessing Homer's undeserved life. In his meltdown, he rants,
I can be lazy too! Look at me! I am a worthless employee, just like Homer Simpson! Give me a promotion! I'm peeing on the seat! Give me a raise! Now I'm returning to work without washing my hands, but it doesn't matter because I'm Homer Simpson!
before grabbing the extremely high voltage wires and dying.
At the funeral, Reverend Lovejoy says,
Frank Grimes, or Grimey as he liked to be called, taught us that a man can triumph over adversity. And even though Frank's agonizing struggle through life was tragically cut short,
Homer mumbles drowsily,
Change the channel, Marge!
sparking laughter as the coffin lowers. It's unsettling because real competence collides with cartoon favoritism, driving a good man mad with no sympathy. Characters mock his earnestness even in death. There's no reset, just erasure. The episode stands out as brutally meta. The town punishes normalcy. Viewers remember it for the lingering injustice, a tragic figure sacrificed to highlight Springfield's indifference. Maude Flanders' death. Maude Flanders, Ned's caring wife and the Simpsons' steady neighbor, dies suddenly at a racetrack when t-shirts from a cannon knock her from the stands. The crowd gasps, "Oh my lord, she's dead." Reverend Lovejoy eulogizes.
In many ways, Maude Flanders was a supporting player in our lives. She didn't grab our attention with memorable catchphrases or comical accents.
Yar.
Oh, Glavin, why, Glavin?
But whether you noticed her or not, Maude was always there. And we thought she always would be.
Ned later admits quietly,
I can't believe my last words to Maude were no footlongs.
the moment feels wrong because a trivial mishap erases a warm, constant presence, leaving young children without a mother. The town's quick dismissal and Ned's unresolved sadness make it sting. No full reset, just subtle permanent change. It lingers as a shocking break from the norm. A supporting character vanishes cruelly, forcing real grief into comedy and altering Ned forever. Homer's imagined death. Homer eats poorly prepared fugu and learns he has 24 hours left. Dr. Hibbert explains, if in fact you've consumed the venom of the blowfish, you have 24 hours to live. Homer panics.
Oh, Marge, I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die!
The doctor adds grimly,
Well, if there's one consolation, it's that you'll feel no pain at all until sometime tomorrow evening when your heart suddenly explodes.
The dread is real despite the false alarm. Homer makes tender farewells, listens to Lisa's sax and records for Maggie, but survives unchanged. The family mixes sorrow and denial, yet the reset cynicism prevails. It stands out for early emotional depth, confronting mortality in a foolhardy man, only to show how Springfield avoids growth. It lingers as quiet unease about wasted lives. Snowball, the first's death. Snowball the First, the original family cat, died off-screen before the series, run over, with her loss echoed when Snowball the Second meets the same fate. At the burial, Lisa mourns.
I can't believe you're gone.
She recites her poem.
4 paws plus 1 tail plus 9 lives equals 1 special cat. 1 special cat minus 9 lives equals 1 sad little girl.
Marge comforts.
Oh, sweetie, when I was your age, I lost my guinea pig, Cinnamon. And I thought the pain would never... Oh, Cinnamon! It should have been me who chewed through that extension cord.
The pain is mundane and repetitive, pets die quietly, get replaced, and grief fades except for Lisa. The family's casual shrugs amplify the cruelty of impermanence. It stands out for its small-scale honesty. Everyday losses accumulate without drama. Viewers remember it because it evokes real childhood sorrow amid absurdity. Larry Dalrymple's death. Larry Dalrymple, the overlooked barfly at Moe's for decades, dies suddenly during a bet. Homer notices,
Guys, I think Larry's dead.
At the funeral, Homer admits,
I don't know why we had to come here. Funerals are stupid.
Marge questions.
You spent more time with Larry than your own kids.
Larry's mother asks for memories, but they offer none. The cruelty lies in total indifference. A man who saw these people as friends vanishes without notice or name recall. Reactions are shallow guilt, no depth. It stands out as the most existential. No spectacle, just the horror of fading unloved in plain view. It lingers because it forces viewers to confront neglected lives. Springfield forgets the quiet ones, making his absence the heaviest truth. The Simpsons builds its darkest deaths around one unspoken rule. The absurdity of Springfield never fully erases real consequences. Most characters bounce back instantly. Pets get replaced. Gags reset the status quo, but these moments refuse to vanish. Bleeding Gum's legacy haunts Lisa alone. Frank Grimes' injustice lingers without apology. Maude's absence quietly reshapes Ned. Homer's brush with death exposes fleeting reflection before cynicism returns. Snowball's repeated losses underscore quiet impermanence. Larry's erasure reveals total neglect. In a world of resets and cartoon logic, these deaths carry weight because the show lets them accumulate. No quick fix, no oblivion. That contrast makes the pain land hardest. Springfield is funny because it's absurd, but terrifying because it's real. What makes these deaths unforgettable isn't violence, but contrast.
The Simpsons blends wild comedy with sudden, honest cruelty. A forgotten mentor, erased everyman, vanished neighbor, near-miss mortality,
quiet pet losses, and unnoticed barfly all turn absurdity into quiet tragedy. From Bleeding Gums to Larry, they hit hard because Springfield keeps spinning as if nothing happened. The worst aren't tragedies because they occur, they're tragedies because the town forgets, forcing us to remember. Which Simpsons death hits you the hardest?